biffed it hard.
When I first landed, I was like, oh, I'm fine. And then I started like biking. I'm like, oh, my handlebars are crooked. And then I like look over here. I'm like, oh, that's pretty bad. I didn't even feel it.
Like when I fell off a motorcycle.
Like, do you have the ability of showing Johnny where my dice are? He said that he couldn't find them.
Are they in here?
They should be.
Are they in Avernus?
Oh yeah,
It could be
on. They're here.
All right, Dad has them. Go.
My dad has them. Go. Go, boy. Pinch up.
I used to stunt on motorcycles, and someone decided to drop me off the back without warning.
That is pretty messed up.
Yeah, what the hell?
Kyle, why did you do that?
Nah.
She pissed me off.
I did not exist in his life at that moment.
Kyle. You should have known.
I was, what? 18?
I don't know.
Probably 18.
You're still 18 though, right?
Yeah, totally. I get carded still all the time.
No.
Why?
You know what's so sad? Is that I don't.
Because the beard. It's not even fair with dudes. My brother got got beer all the time at like the Quick Mart when he was 16. And I get carded 30 plus. Yeah, because he had a long,
he had a beard at 16?
Yes, he did. He grew
That's incredible.
very quickly.
He deserved the beer then.
I think yeah. You're doing all right.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, well, what the heck? We're twins. This isn't even fair. I don't.
I mean, you probably would have been upset if you grew a beard, but.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I
at
was
least
pretty
I can get
cool with one, but.
Yeah, you just be like, well, at least I can get beer now, I guess.
No one
I would braid it like a Viking.
I'm ready to queue up.
Actually.
Raid leader.
Let's do it.
Raid leader?
Queue us up, big boy.
This is raid leader going into attack position.
Bravo.
Alright, well, if you guys are ready, then I guess we should have a quick recap since our last session was, what, like a week and a half ago at this point?
Like
2 weeks almost?
20 years.
200 million years in internet time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old. How am I supposed to remember?
So last time we played, you all were kind of at a loss for a plan and decided to go along with Amric's harebrained scheme to overthrow his mother, and you all followed him back to the Van Thamper Villa, where you were instructed to wait. Did a little creative plan making and exploring, searched through some wine cabinets before you were all escorted down to the cellar beneath the villa. And as you were making your way there, you discovered that this area was pretty well built, actually, lit by green glassed lanterns. And you were led a distance till you were dropped in a room full of cells and left there with a bearded devil. After entering the room, you discovered there were occupants in each of these cells, and indeed, Voxmillion saw an old friend and decided that this was the primo opportunity to use one of the many holy waters he had stashed.
And failed horribly.
Well,
I missed. No, it's still
break.
yeah.
It didn't break.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's true.
I guess that's a win. Sure.
It's better than the L you could have taken.
That's true.
And you guys dispatched this bearded devil without too much issue, and that's about where we pick up. Is we've ended combat now. There's the corpse of a bearded devil named Voss laying in the center of the room here, and if you guys would like to open up roll 20 if you haven't done that already, I'll go ahead and move you guys over to the right map.
Is it Voss, like TH or F?
THOSS.
Oh, I spelled that wrong. We're gonna
Very
fix that.
correct. THOSS. All right,
Good
is everybody able to
Voss.
see well enough here?
Don't you? I see
My
blackness.
computer's being slow right now.
I'm being slow right now.
You're already
It's
in
got
the
charged
pits
for
of hell.
another month of
Go.
dynamic lighting, so I hope you guys like it.
Oh, wow! So
But I can't
dynamic.
see it yet.
I
Super dynamic.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Loving it. Loving
I
the
do love it.
dynamics of this.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sorry.
So, as we discover
Copyright.
ourselves, yeah, that's right. We're already gonna have our first copyright strike.
You're gonna love the way you look.
Yes.
What would
We
you
made
guys
it.
like to do?
Have
Well-
we looted his body yet, or not?
Why did we just kill
Nope.
that man?
As we were trying to save someone else.
I would
Peer pressure.
I would be looking. Alex has regretted this like all like week and a half.
Oh no.
But I'll just say that's Arena. I know her. We got to get her out, and I want to start searching the body for keys.
Yeah, and in fact,
saw his
they're
keys.
just hanging out on
can
his
see
hip.
it.
Yeah, John was able to point them out last session during the encounter.
I
And
take
I was going to try to grab them before Voxy grabbed them.
I want to grab them first. I guess. I mean,
I want to
Sure.
grab them first.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't
Okay.
care to grab them.
Let's do a three-way contested dexterity check. Who can
Paper,
grab
rock,
these the
scissors.
fastest?
Nope. Paper, rock, scissors. The only way.
Probably Clovis.
Guess what I got?
Yeah.
to get that 20.
No.
Oh.
Now
like,
what?
Go ahead and read them off.
I'm still playing on my character sheet.
12.
I beat that.
Was that a 12?
15 total.
15?
22.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with this mad dash for the keys, Klobeck managed to pick them up.
I say, yeah, Klobeck, get the door. And I point to her cell.
I run back to the door and close the door.
It's alright.
Got the
Okay.
door.
The main
Oh.
door.
The door to the cell room.
Get the door he pointed at, Klobeck. Unlock it, please.
Oh, which one is that? South? It's hard to see. I
Yeah,
have
and
to
don't worry so
poke my
much
head
about I would say roll 20 so much. You can just use it
Okay,
for
I
reference
open her
right now.
door.
Okay.
Whoever's
Yeah.
what's her face's door. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't take very many tries to find which key it is. There's 6 cells and 6 keys, so by process of elimination, you're able to find it and open the door.
Cool.
Are you able to override the view and just like put a rectangle around this chunk of room?
How do you mean? Just like a rectangle of vision?
Yeah.
Great question.
So we can see through the cells.
Vision. No, apparently.
Moving on.
Never mind.
Trying to use reveal area the way that you would normally, and doesn't want me to be able to do that. I can hide areas, can't reveal areas.
So after I successfully get the keys first, and then I'm requested to open the door, I actually hand the keys back to Foxamillion.
Do I notice that Pippi is snagging the keys, trying to snag the keys?
Yeah, I would say it's easy to notice. Like you start making a move for the keys, and suddenly these other two watch you do that, and like a little brother jump and run ahead.
I ignore Klobeck because of, his nature. But I look over to Pippi and say, what were you going to do?
I was going to open the door. What else would I do?
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess body language-wise, it's hard to read. But okay, cool. So I run into the cell, and I want to kind of pick her up, cradle her head in her neck, and gently tap her face, and just softly call her name. Arena,
and-
Arena, wake up!
She kind of stirs, and after a few moments of this, and with the water that you splashed on her
Mm-hmm.
previously, kind of begins to come to consciousness.
Cool. I'll look to the others. I don't know why she's in here, but she doesn't belong here. This is a good person. We've got to get her out.
let's check the other people too. Are there other people in the cells? Maybe they're all technically quote unquote good people.
I'll hand the keys over to oh my god, Pippi.
Yeah, and you guys
Pippi.
also did see on your way into this room last time that there was what seemed to be a human woman in the northwesternmost cell and a human male in the southern cell.
Which one is the human male? I'm sorry.
The southern cell. Man, I'm not going to be able to do that
Okay,
alliteration.
that's right. Yep. I'm just gonna ask everyone: Do any of these people look familiar to any of you?
I don't notice anybody.
They all look the same to me.
I'm not
They
really.
are mammals.
Yeah, I don't
they look
trust your
familiar to
opinion,
anyone?
Uberheim.
What'd you say, John?
I don't know. I mean, knowing what I know about your guys' characters, no, nobody recognizes these other two individuals.
Are they wearing any garb, like a flaming fist or anything like that?
No, in fact, everybody seems to be down to just what underlayer clothes. Yeah, not necessarily skivvies, but they have a distinct lack of any protective gear or weaponry or equipment or anything like that.
Does our roses light up at all?
So you pull out your rose and you take a look. No, you do not see it light up.
Which one do you want to check on, Pippi? Male or female?
I'll go for the male.
All right, I'll go for the female.
Sure.
I'm gonna go over and squirt my water at it if they're not awake.
So these people
If they're
are
not
both seemingly conscious,
Okay,
but
cool.
sluggish, having been subjected to the same sort of treatment. You know, perhaps a lack of food and water. Clearly, there's some exposure to at least the elements of this underground area down here. It's cold, it's damp, so. They both kind of slowly rise to meet you guys as you open the cells.
Oh, I'm not opening yet.
Oh, you're
Or
not.
I
Okay.
want to open. Nope, I would just be talking through the cells
I'm
myself.
gonna let Pippi talk to the male first, then. Since
Okay.
we can't share keys like that, but across the way, so I'll just let Pippi go first.
Okay, so
So I
Pippi
would just
currently has the
say-
keys.
I
Yeah.
do. So I would just say, what are you doing down here?
He says, well, honestly, I got caught poking my nose where it doesn't belong, I guess you could say.
What were you?
Where
poking?
doesn't it belong?
Well, and he just kind of motions to everywhere. Here, I mean, I'll just tell you, I work for a Silvira Civicus, out of
Can you
Candlekeep.
spell that for me?
Sure. Silvira, Sylvira. And I'm going to pronounce this as Savicus, Savikas,
You out of where?
out of Candlekeep.
Candlekeep. We've heard of Candlekeep, haven't we?
Not in this game.
Okay.
Many of you,
I'm just-
having been from the area, have probably heard of Candlekeep, knowing that it's a major city on the Sword Coast, but otherwise, you could
me.
recognize it by name.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
not the Fae people.
Not the Fae people. Okay. Well, go ahead, Pippi. You might know where Candlekeep is. Good thing you're talking to him.
I mean, I guess I would know a city, but that's still about as much as I would know.
And you would also know, since you're from the Forest of Daggers, I think it was called, Candlekeep is actually just to the south of your
the
homeland.
Cloakwood.
Yep, the Cloakwood, that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I would know roughly where that is, and I would just say, what are you doing here specifically?
Well, she
Pippi.
sent me to investigate what she thought was devil activity. She had been monitoring both Baldur's Gate and El Terrell for a few months, actually. and so I was meant to gather information, but I'm apparently not as good at my job as I thought I was.
What's your what would you say your profession is?
Oh well, I'm not shy about that. I'm a spy.
Just
That doesn't seem the way to be a spy, but okay.
Well, I mean, people either believe me and I can dodge any suspicion, or they don't believe me and it doesn't matter.
So
do
what?
you have? Oh, go ahead,
Besides what
Pippi.
you found right here with this guy, what else did you find?
Well, I had actually been on the trail of a gentleman named Thavius Krieg. I had heard that he was headed this way, and that he had potentially made some sort of contract. And that was actually my job, was to find out more. And when this guy mentions Thavius Krieg, many of you may remember back to a conversation you had in El Terrell. And in fact, oh hey, I need to get Rhea Mantlemourne on here. There she is.
Leader of the
Welcome back,
Order
Rhea.
of the Companion.
That's right. Order of the Companion. There, you guys also having remembered that conversation. The Companion was the massive holy orb that hung over the city of El Terrell.
Could you spell
I cannot
Thaddeus for me?
spell that.
Thaddeus Krieg.
Thavius, yeah. Thavius.
Yes.
Kreeg.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. I finally got one.
IEG.
Yeah.
Like
For
Krieger.
once.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Hearing the name Thavius, I'll kind of shake my head, staying where I'm at with Arena. I'll say, I'm sorry, did you say you're looking for Thavius Creed?
Yeah. Truthfully, after El Terrell was taken, I had heard word that he made his way to Baldur's Gate, and in fact to the Vanthamper Villa, and that's why I ended up here.
Did they get you trying to spy your way in when you told them that you were a spy?
Well, so I didn't have to tell them that I was a spy. I mean, you saw how many guards there were. I just got careless. I got caught. Really,
Not
I'm
sneaky
kind of
enough.
banking on the idea that you guys will let me out of here, actually.
Why would we do that?
Maybe
I'm
if
Well-
you have
undecided.
information.
You're obviously no friend to these people, seeing how you dealt with old Voss over there.
And
That
what?
was an accident,
know-
man. Don't tell on us.
Do you know why she is in there? And I would point to Elrina.
So just from what I heard, at least a similar situation, although I hear she was contracted by whatever that the Triton city off the coast is.
Aspera?
Yeah,
Fishtown.
yeah, Spera, that's right.
To do what?
I mean, a similar issue. El Terrell wasn't exactly a subtle event. I'm sure you understand. So informants from all over. I'm sure there are more than just the two of us here in the city.
That
I'll
I'm sure
You
of.
can make it if you try.
I'll set Elrina kind of down gently or whatever, and kind of walk over to this guy, just to kind of be more involved in the conversation, I guess. So you were looking for Thavius. What was your intention to find him and bring him where?
Well, I really was just on a information gathering mission. I really didn't have any aspirations of being able to capture him, though. I mean, I guess I'm closer to him now than I ever imagined I'd be.
And who you were hired by Candlekeep to suss out the location of him to what end? What are their
Well,
intentions?
To be clear, I'm not here on behalf of Candlekeep. Just my friend Sylvia, really. She operates out of Candlekeep, but for reasons I'm not associated. So I'm sorry. What was the question?
The
What's your name?
God damn.
Well, I'm Ballister Fisk.
Phallus.
So
And
the
for people who would like a spelling, that's Falaster, Fisk. Ballister Fisk.
Spell it PH.
who's
That's fine.
sent you out here?
The sage. I just told you about my friend Silvira.
Sylvia sent you out here on behalf of what organization?
Oh, well, she just has been monitoring devil activity. She's not, I mean, like I said, she operates out of Candlekeep, so she has an intellectual interest, but not really the means to pursue these pieces of information herself. I mean, it's a great arrangement. I get paid fairly well for putting myself in these situations.
An individual pays you very well on behalf of herself?
Well, sure. I mean, she has a bigger picture, I should say. This is just my assumption, but I'm usually pretty good at reading people. She seems to have a bigger view of what's going on on the Sword Coast here.
Do you know who the other person in the other cell is?
No idea.
And if we let you out here and possibly arm you with something to defend yourself, because it seems like we may have to fight our way out, where do you intend to go? And at what point are you going to cut ties and just leave?
Oh, well, I mean, I would be very thankful, first of all, if you let me out of here. I have a place, a safe room, I guess you could call it, outside of the city. So up to you, really, if you want to keep me around, or I can beat feet. I could probably make it out of here without too much issue. Now that it seems like there's some distractions in the area.
Would you know where a certain special item might be held inside this place? And I just motioned for
Special item?
Mantlemourne. Mantlemourne, tell him what we're supposedly looking for.
Oh, so I had been told there was some sort of artifact here. This is Mantlemourne speaking. And Fisk is like, oh yeah, so I mean, there are many artifacts, but probably over in the vault.
And do you
Where's
know?
the vault?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
From what I understand, it's down here. Obviously, I didn't have much of a chance to go exploring, but
When we initially came down, Blake, down the cellar through the tunnel to get to the cell room, was there a lot of offshoots? Was this a singular tunnel?
no, this was pretty windy with many offshoots. In fact, this looks really similar to a pretty well-established sewer system. There was what actually looked like pretty clean water running through the center area, and the floors were all tiled. Really well-maintained walls and columns holding the roof up. They were all domed and came to a point with regular lighting, green glass lanterns every like 8 feet or so.
Should we question the other person?
I think it's a good idea. And I'm not going to go anywhere without Irina. I might be able to carry her, but
And I'll try and take turns carrying her.
Why don't you
Thank
try healing your friend?
I might have a potion.
Well, I want to save any magic reserve to be sure we can get out of here. I think she just might need rest. I think she's probably more exhausted than injured. Because I did a medicine check, right? And she seemed uninjured per se. She's just been in a freaking cell.
Yeah, and we also mentioned that there had been some rough treatment. You noticed bruises on the torso and arms and things like that.
Yeah.
Or water.
I will go back at this point and just kind of keep trying to gently wake her up.
I'm gonna go over too. I'm probably the wrong spot. but I'm gonna try and talk to the other person, the lady.
So real quick, Voxamillion, you're trying to do what exactly? Like resuscitate or?
I'm trying to wake her up. Yeah, I'm trying to get her to come to consciousness so she can tell me if she's like hungry, thirsty, if she's actually injured, if she does need a heal. I can dump one into her. Basically, I'm just trying to get her conscious so I can get her talking to get her up to speed.
Yeah, give me a quick medicine check.
Okay.
He's got healing dumps.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back. 7 plus 5, 12.
12, yeah, I mean, easily enough with a 12. I think you're able to feed her, water and kind of just continue trying to rouse. And eventually she does. She comes to consciousness and kind of blinks a few times and looks around, how you do when you're first waking and maybe confused and not really sure where you are. And she looks around and then looks right at you and says, Voxy?
Harina! Harina, you're okay! And I bring her in for a big hug.
Yeah, and she returns your embrace. She seems very relieved to see a friendly face.
Okay.
And yeah, you do all hear her call him Voxy.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm like, I thought I was the only one that was allowed to call him Boxy.
She's gonna go on a tyrant now. She's just gonna start murking people.
And she just kind of slightly pulls away from your embrace. What are you doing here?
It's a long story, and I start to tell her literally everything while they're talking to the other person in the other cell. But I'll just tell her, long story short, that I was sent here from. Hold on, let me pull up my notes super quick.
As you're explaining it to her too, you see her just like taking big swigs off of this water skin that you've given her.
Before I go into my story, are you injured?
I mean,
Or you just
obviously, I'm a little worse for wear, but I think I'll be all right.
before she finishes that sentence, I dump a level 1 cure wounds into her.
Okay.
Ooh, nice max health. 16 health. Back to that.
Bam!
Yeah, and you
Chicken.
see right away a lot of the bruises and things, and maybe some scratches and other things on her arms and around her shoulders and neck just immediately, get washed away by this healing spell.
I say, we might be fighting our way out, so take rest what you can. But I was sitting here from Master Jur from the Order of the Gauntlet from Hespera, and we went to El Terrell, and it sunk into the ground and just rattle
Into
off.
fire.
We went into the woods. We found those cultists out there, and it brought us back to El Terrell, and then the city was being dragged down, and went to the little hamlet and saved some people. Made our way here, the gate.
And she just like stares at you in disbelief, like
Talk really
you were,
fast, yeah.
You were at El Terrell?
Yeah, we were there. I received a letter, and I pull out the letter that was originally sent to me, calling for all the different factions to meet in El Terrell, and say, we're part of. I point over to Pippi, and I say, she's part of the. Gosh, who are you part of? Hellriders?
Flaming
The
Fist.
Flaming Fist.
Flaming Fist.
Flaming Fist.
The Flaming Fist and the Hellriders were working together, and the Order of the Gauntlet. But yeah, we were all sent there together, and
We had heard that the Triumvirate was wiped out.
I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Umthar Froom was there. Gideon Lightward was there. Archduke, Old Raven, they were all there during this
Do you know where they
meeting.
are now?
No. Everyone kind of scattered to the winds. Some people got out. I don't know if they did. I mean, obviously they're got to their position because they've displayed extraordinary powers. It's possible that they've used them to get out. But we've not seen or heard. We got to Baldur's Gate and heard that there was some nasty business with cultists in the sewers, and we've actually cleaned some out, but essentially led us here to the Van Thampers, since they are the ones who control the sewers themselves. We think that they're quite heavily involved.
You're certainly displaying a good bit of initiative. I mean, I was sent here by the council after Elturel was taken. You know, I was meant to just find out what was happening in the area, and fortunately, seems I found out.
You said the council sent you?
Well, yeah, you know, as one of the most reliable people in the city as far as, you know, our training and whatnot. I was one of the best candidates for at least being inconspicuous while looking.
Well, I have a lot of questions, but now's probably not the time. Do you know what Lady Van Thamper is up to, what she's doing here?
I didn't see much after they took me. I was actually in a different sewer system than this. I don't actually know where we are.
We're under the estate of the Van Thampers. Who accosted you?
I was taken by some men and women in red tabards and it seemed like pretty heavy armor. They seemed well equipped for, well, I assume brigands or whatever they are.
Cultists. We've killed many of them in the sewers and some even in the streets. We saved a woman the other day, just last night actually. That was attempted to be taken. This has got to stop. I mean, it's what we're here to do. It's what I'm here to do.
That's really good to hear, actually. I didn't even know it was as bad as you're saying. And we have to take this information back to Espera.
Yes.
We make it back there.
We got to get out first, and then we can figure out our next steps. I've attempted to set up some sort of communication, kind of a in-between with the trade post. My hope is to kind of set up a base there. I feel like we can, you know, trust our own people more so than the people here in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you're talking about the outpost in the Low City?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably the best place for us, honestly. They would be able to shelter us there from most things, at least, I'm sure.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Mm-hmm. What are you inciting?
I'm inciting that she is truthful in her directions of why she is here.
Ooh,
Sure.
That's such a good thing. I should do that. I want to assist, but I'm not going to because I trust her.
That's a natural 20.
Hey.
Woo!
Plus
She
7,
natural
27.
27. Holy moly. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
ho.
Yeah. You are able to read this woman like a book. You can tell based on her demeanor and just the way that she's speaking. Yeah, she's genuinely pretty bewildered by all this. She seems to be being truthful in her storytelling of why she's here and what happened, and that she's fairly uninformed as far as the severity of the situation.
Damn.
Don't
voice
mess
level
with my
27.
friend's heart. I'll beat you up. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna like do the eye thing, be like watching you. And I'm gonna turn to the other cell and be like, "Who are you?"
And who are you?
And I'm gonna point an accosting finger to
And what would you like for Christmas?
Who are you?
Super quick, can I ask what class she is?
Yes. So I'm gonna have
Do an
her
insight
set
check.
as a spy, but with some extra homebrew.
Okay, good. That's all I need. Perfect. Thank you.
So she has a
Spy
lot
as
of.
a class?
It sure is.
Ow. Ow.
It's yeah.
It's a
So
monster.
it's one of the quick ones, yeah. Sidekick or whatever.
It's like a monster. There's healers,
So
wizards, rangers, and they just have like
Oh.
bow and arrow or a few cantrips or like really good at stealth and sleight of hand and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pre-made
so,
humanoids.
I mean, there's some good skills here as far as what a spy would do, and then some extra added for what her background is.
I will actually.
Swiggity sweet.
I'm going to give her a my bow and arrow and 20 bolts. Crossbow and crossbow bolts. And then I'm going to give her. I'm gonna give her my armor.
Damn.
Oh,
Can she wear medium
Going all
armor?
Yeah, can wear medium armor.
Okay.
So what does that make her AC?
It-
glad I kept that healing
70.
potion.
It would be 13 plus 2, I think, because it's a max of
Okay.
2. So 15. I'll double check.
So with her dex modifier, it's a you said it's a 13 plus dex?
I think it's 13 plus a max of 2.
Got it. Okay, great. I've got her AC. Got your information.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
That's an
Still,
in joke for the
who are you?
subscribers. Just kidding.
Tune in on Wednesday nights to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
We'll explain the one thing.
Also, I don't think that one's actually recorded.
It's not.
And she does. She says,
And not
"You
even
sure?"
all of us knows about it.
Yeah.
True, very true. But she just leans. She's like, "Are you sure? Like this is very nice to have some protection, but I mean, it seems like you're gonna be way more involved than I hopefully will."
As I'm like taking off, my gauntlets off my hand and the shirt as we're talking and stuff, I'm like, you've had my back all through growing up. This is one of the few ways I can pay you back. We'll get through this together. It's fine. It'll all be fine.
Well, I appreciate it. And uh-oh,
What?
is that
No.
an Amanda?
I said, "Are we?" Hippie was like, "Another bad decision."
I just ignore her.
And so yeah, I mean, Elrina kind of graciously accepts the armor and dons it, and you can see, with this armor being fit for Triton frame, it fits very well, and all of the shell motif looks very natural.
Cool.
So what's the plan now? You said we might have to fight our way out.
Well, before all that, Paige was going to talk to the person in the cell.
All right, screen wipe.
Yep.
Whoop. I'm accosting the person with my finger. Who are you?
And she says, "Who am I? How
Yes.
dare you? I'm
All right,
dare you?
we
Mistress."
can leave this one here.
I'm on this side of the bars.
I'm glad that I talked to the guy.
Alright, moving on.
apparently.
I'm
Next.
Mistress Theon.
Hold on, mistress.
Spell that
You're
in.
I'm not gonna say that. That's really mean. Mistress,
Yeah,
and
you're a
then
mistress.
what's her name? How do you
Theon
spell?
Hune. So this is Thione dash.
Mhm.
What do you say? Hyphen.
Hyphen.
Hhune.
Double H?
Double H.
Why?
A human.
Because the people who wrote this
Hune.
module hate words.
Yeah.
Hate dyslexic.
That's
people.
exactly how it is
Have
in
fun.
Icewind Dale too, man. Holy crap.
Theon Hune.
Hune.
Theon Hune.
I can't.
And
Her name's
Pippi, you would
Joke.
have heard this name before as one of the major patriarch families in the city. The Hunes are very well known.
What are you doing down here, ma'am?
Oh, now she's
work-
ma'am?
Yes.
That's right. I work for the the aqueduct department is the only pleasant way to say that. I was
The shit pipes.
She just kind of looks flustered for a moment. Surely enough. However, I was
Or she's just giggling in the corner, like, stop. Trying to be serious over here.
I'm
She's a
not
shitter
sure
mistress.
why I'm here. Clearly, I haven't done anything wrong.
Apparently, you got
Um,
sucked down the shitter.
Insight check.
Yeah, you want to give an insight check? What are you inciting?
That she didn't
When
get
she
sucked
says
down the
she
shitter.
hasn't done anything wrong. Yeah. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to
Go
see
ahead and roll
if
it.
she's well.
Did you fall in?
Oh, it's not as good.
Is she a
Ew,
gnome? Could she fit down the shitter?
I mean, maybe
It's a dirty 20.
dirty
Maybe
20.
she's
Yeah,
a
it
gnome.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
she
dirty.
genuinely believes that she hasn't done anything wrong.
What if we let you out, what do you plan on doing with yourself?
Well, I'm gonna go home and I'll take a bath first of all.
Well,
Can you
Good idea.
fight?
Miss Theon,
Because of mammal waste.
Miss Theon
Fight.
Miss Theon, if we get you out of here, would you come and speak to Captain Zolge about your wrongful imprisonment? And
Absolutely.
I
And
look.
the wrongdoings they're doing here in this whole place?
Well, I mean, certainly capturing a member of the Hune family would be crime enough.
Agreed.
Sure. I have no idea of the city, so I would not know. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will take your word for it.
Right.
I don't have the keys. Pippi has the keys.
I have the keys.
If we're letting her out, we have to make sure she gets to safety. So now we all
Yes.
have to run.
Very well
Just
appreciated.
so we're all aware of what we're about to do.
I'm not.
Yes, we have to kill the 100 soldiers that we passed by.
I think if we, these tunnels are connected. They're all over the city. We're already in the system. Surely there's a way for us to get out of here without having to go back up top.
Dude, the shit queen could probably lead us down a secret passage.
Yeah, she knows all the ducks, right? You know all the ducks, right?
She just kind of throw her. So why would I?
I think she
You just
owns the
said-
company that puts
I
down.
pay people to know the ducks.
Ew.
All right.
Well, how do you plan on walking out of here, ma'am?
Well, obviously you will escort me.
There are hundreds of soldiers, and we are wanted.
So
I'm gonna
tell
look to
them
the other
that we're
s-
leaving.
Right.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I
that's how
think
that works.
I think what are options now? Let's talk about options.
There's I'm gonna look to the what was his name? Foster? What's his
Ballister.
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 Stop it. Ballister. Do you
Ballister.
possibly know a way out of here that's not through the main entrance? Since you're all by E?
Unfortunately, I only know of one. I mean, it's not impossible that there is more. However, the schematics I looked over only had the one entrance listed.
While they're saying
Which
this,
is
can I look out
The front door.
the door and see if anyone's coming?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and you're just gonna crack open the door because I understand it. Klobik closed it. You're gonna just crack the door open and take a peek.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
My cat is very displeased with the lack of attention I'm giving her.
Oh no, where's all the
Find
treats,
A
Dad?
beholder patiently waiting on the other side.
You have been beholden.
21.
Beheld.
Beheld.
21. Yeah, you are
Wow.
able to look down this, and like I said, it's pretty well lit for what you would have expected a subterranean complex to be. You're able to look down this hallway, and you don't see anybody, friend or foe.
Cool. Do you see
Well,
anything, John?
I'll just close the door and be like, we still have some time.
What was the entrance that you were talking about? Was it just the main entrance, Ballister?
Well, through the cellar, maybe you saw where many of their food stores and things were. That seemed like the most obvious route down.
That's not the way we came, right? Or no?
That is the way you came. You were led through
Okay.
the kitchen, down some stairs, through
Oh,
food
okay.
storage, and through some tunnels.
But we would need to make a pit stop into the vault.
If we can find the vault.
Right.
And no one knows where the vault is.
Well,
I
it's
We're not
apparently
gonna
down
come
here.
back-
So we just.
We're not going to come back here again. So
well, if we are able
Um,
to get these, if we're able to get these people out and get this information to Captain's Lodge,
Yeah.
he would have reason to come into the facility, and we could be there during that attack and be able to get to the
Is-
vault with reinforcements.
Is the thing that's in the vault magical?
I'm so
I'm asking Mantlemourne at this
yeah,
moment. Sorry.
Mantlemourne
Captain
responds and says,
Mantlemourne. Sorry.
yeah,
Dang.
that tends to be the sort of thing our order is sent after. The Hell Riders typically are sent after powerful artifacts.
Would we be able to detect magical items?
Oh, I assume so. Yeah, these I'm not when I say magical items, I don't mean like your everyday healing potion. These are artifacts.
So very
Important
powerful,
and
high powered.
powerful magical items. Yeah.
A magical one over there, and I'm pointing at Vox. Would you be able to possibly detect it?
Yeah, I could. If we want to take roughly,
Do we have time?
gosh, I forget. Is it a minute or 10 minutes to do ritual?
That's what I'm
10
worried about.
minutes.
I'm worried
10.
it's 10. Okay.
I
Ooh, never mind.
I could cast it and then we'd have 10 minutes to figure it out, and I kind of knock my fist on some stone. This is going to keep it separated from me, and even certain amounts of wood would even keep it separated. So
Amanda has a question. So I have magic awareness. Now that it says as an action, you can open up your awareness to presence concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of of any spell or magic item within 60 feet.
Yep.
Of
You have
you that
detect
isn't
magic as a
in
class
total-
feature.
Right. But it says
So
that
can you
isn't
keep
in total cover. So if it's in another room, then I wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, same restrictions as the spell. You can't see it through solid objects.
how often can you
But-
cast it?
It just says 2 per long rest.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't actually say how. It says until the end of your next turn. Because it says as an action.
So
It only
a few
lasts
seconds.
around 6 seconds.
It's weird.
Well, it
Do
says
the-
until the end of your next turn.
A
Which
turn
is-
is
So yeah,
a
6
turn is
seconds.
6 seconds.
Seconds.
Oh. Okay, so that won't.
Is that under your
So it's
features?
good for bursts of detection.
Right.
Which would make more sense because that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
It's like you walk into a room, you check, and you'd be like, it's right there. And then you just, you don't follow it as if it's guiding you.
So
Correct. Okay.
Yes,
I just
that
wanted
is
to make
very.
sure I knew how that worked.
Yeah, it is very different than. Oh,
Yeah.
yours can't be behind total cover at all. Like detect magic can see through certain thicknesses. Yours, if it's covered completely, then you just simply can't see it. It has to be like actually
wow.
invisible
Towel will
range.
cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Okay.
literally.
crappy. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, it's not crappy.
It's great
yeah,
for
it has its
being able to
uses.
cast it for
Absolutely.
free and
For
as a
sure.
barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
I did
for
not
sure.
mean it that way.
What she's really saying is you suck. No.
No,
I hear that.
not.
You
What
should
have you
regret
done?
your class choice.
Regerts.
So
Go get Pippi killed so you can roll a new, better character.
No,
Mantlemourne,
I
do you
don't
think we
do
should-
that.
been try and get this house hopefully what's the word?
I want to go see the vault.
Excavated of people before we try and find the magical item, or
Fallister actually chimes in before Rhea even has a chance to mention. It says, I actually would recommend that if you fight your way out, obviously they'll be alerted to the fact that you know something. So if you fight and then flee, it
They'll
seems like it
destroy
would
the
give them the
evidence.
opportunity to do so themselves.
wait,
Well, let's
so
just kill them all.
So there's no coming back.
that's what I was okay.
That's my thought. Is
The
that
way
we
it
need
sounded was
to-
opposite of what I said, but that's fine.
Right.
Oh, I'm
Confused
sorry,
the
did I
heck out of me.
misunderstand?
It's okay. I might not have said it properly. I was saying more so like, oh, I think we should absolutely like just leave and then come back. And then you went on to say, no, we should just find the
While
stuff
you're here, take
while we're here.
charge.
Which is
Yeah, and Fallister's
exactly,
point
yeah.
was more that,
Yeah.
hey, if you leave,
Oh yeah.
if you don't do it stealthily, then they're gonna know something's up.
Yeah, but even
Yeah.
I mean, they were going to come down here at some point anyway. By the time we
They're gonna figure it out.
got back to Captain Zodge, they would already know what's up. Yeah. So do
It's
we?
true, but it's less likely for them to keep whatever we're looking for here.
Do any of you mammals eat bodies?
What do you mean by that? What do you
Well,
mean
if
by
you-
that?
I eat the body of pig and cow.
Well,
I need to
would
know-
you eat this
Rabbit.
big one? If you eat the big body, they will not know that it
Ha-
is gone.
Oh, get rid of the evidence. I see.
I
That's
can't-
smart, but I'm full. I just ate.
There's too many of us to try and even do that. There's no way.
There'd be too many bodies.
Can
Yeah.
I actually loot the body as well? Because I still feel like none of us did that, other
We have
than the
not yet.
keys.
Yeah, go for it. If you want to give it a thorough once
I wanna
over,
help.
then both of you give me investigation checks as you start rifling through his gear.
Are you?
Oh wait.
Oh, great. What's yours?
I got 14.
Way better than mine. This is a solid 8.
Mine was saved by the actual skill because I rolled crappy on the die.
Yeah, so
be Right back.
in your guys' rifling, you notice he's not really got like pockets or really much. He's got what looks like a loincloth with it's kind of skull motif belt and some shin guards. Look like they're some kind of rib cage motif, but otherwise not really any valuables
little-
besides the glaive he seems to have used.
No,
Where's she
no
at?
little maps?
Check his prison wallet.
I'm not going to. That's
Oh,
You're the one that's used to those areas. That's all on
What?
you, Clodagh.
rude.
I'll be right back. Give me 30
Why you
seconds.
gotta out a guy like that?
Let's go.
And
let's
to
go
the
find
vault
that
or not to the vault?
To the vault. To the vault.
think
To
to the
the
vault.
library of items.
I look at Elrina and the other people that we're with, and I'll just be like, "Do you all want to
Stay safe.
stay here,
Yes.
and we try and come back for you, or do you want to try and make your way through the sewer tunnels?" And I'll actually look at that guy, Fallister, and you said you think you could get out of here sneakily through the tunnels?
Oh yeah, I mean, especially if you guys are down here making a racket, I'm sure I could use that distraction to escape.
Do you know the route you'd take?
I would go out through the cellar and out back through the kitchen. I'm sure I could
Oh.
sneak around out the door or window from there.
I look over to Mrs. Theone Hune,
Oh,
and then I will slowly kind of like look back at him, and then just, can you take one more with you? Get her out
Well,
safe?
He just kind of like rubs his head a little bit and looks around. I feel like if I tried to take her, just the two of us, my chances of success would go way down.
what?
And you hear her
Chances of
actually
yours-
mention from over your shoulder, "I'm perfectly happy to stay here. I'm not going to romp around in some dirty old sewers."
What would your success of escaping would help us?
Well, I mean, I can get back
Getting
to
her outta here.
Sylvira and.
I
Oh, I'm sorry.
And-
Which one are you talking about when you say?
Oh
you?
no, I'm talking to him.
Fallister.
So if we let you out and have you go alone without helping us or helping anyone else, what would your success of escaping help us?
how would I help you? I mean, I could get this information to the right people and potentially keep Baldur's Gate from sharing Elturel's fate. I mean, I'm not sure. Do you want money? I'm sure I could get you paid.
I want money.
Do you know
Not even
how?
money.
Do you know how Elturel's fate and Baldur's Gate are intertwined with what's
Not
going
me.
on here?
I mean, I know that devils are involved. Like I said, I followed Davius Krieg under the idea that he had made some sort of contract, but I mean, that was my job, was to find out what was going on.
I'm sorry.
Are you going?
That
go ahead.
Thavius made a contract with the devil?
Yes.
He did say that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Arena and doing other stuff. Alexander was.
that's true.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's concerning.
If we release
Well, if it makes you,
are you just going back to your is she a mage?
Candlekeep,
a
Silvera.
sage. Yeah, and if it makes
Sage.
you feel any better, Silvera is no friend to or Krieg or really any of this ilk. Her realm of expertise and interest is entirely separate.
And if we found you there afterwards, if we do make it out, would have some type of coverage?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure, especially if you help suss out whatever is happening here, that she would be willing to help you out. In fact, I told you I have a place just outside of town. I could let you know where it is.
Yeah, that would be. Let's do that. And I will.
Did anyone insight check this guy?
I was just
I
thinking
don't
about
think
doing
I
that
insight
because
checked him.
You did
can
not
Insight check
insight
a
check
lot.
him.
can I insight check this guy to see if he truly is like helping us take down the Vanthampers?
Sure.
Because I'm thinking about
Done
giving
too
him.
many.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice. Math. 23 total.
23. Yeah, he's being totally straight with you guys as far as you can tell. He almost seems a little eager to please.
I'll say, yeah, if you'll share your place, if we're not there, perchance, go to the lower city, and you should be able to talk to Dolzos at the trade post down there. If you have any information you can get to us, or if there's any help you can send us, or information you need to get to us, send it to Dolgrath, and he'll get it for us.
Oh, well, I mean, if it's all the same to you, I'm actually going to head to my safe house, as I said.
I mean,
Honestly,
once
no
you,
offense to Dolgrath or anything
all,
like that.
all I mean is once you get to Candlekeep, and if you do get more information from Silvera, and you need to get information possibly to us so we can get to the right people, that would be a waypoint, because we're not going to be staying there, but I will be checking there as often as possible to get information if there's anything you can send.
Good. Yeah, I will for sure do that.
And I extend my hand and say, Foxamillion Wintergarden.
Pallister, what did I say? Fisk?
Fisk.
Frisk, yeah.
Fisk.
Where's your safe house, Alistair?
It's
put
out
it
of
in
the
my notebook.
Basilisk Gate, actually. There's if you and he just kind of motions to Pippi. If you know the little walled city out there, little Kalimshan,
Mm-hmm.
it's in there. And he just kind of like, I won't give you a huge description of where it is, but he kind of describes to you, hey, it's in this neighborhood past the Blue House and blah blah blah.
Not a very good safe house if you just blabber on about where it is. to
Well,
everybody.
I mean, I'm
We're releasing him.
Despite my appearances, I'm decently good at what I do. If I saw anything untowards my goals, I could just as easily ditch that safe house. So I mean,
All right.
Just seems wasteful.
So, ma'am, are we just leaving you here? I'm
well,
talking
you can
what's her
take
face?
me home, or I will simply wait for you to escort me later.
Oh no, I feel so bad. I don't want to leave her here. I
I
really,
think,
She might not make it
I
though.
don't think she will.
right.
What were you gonna say, Amanda?
I was just gonna say, ma'am, I don't even know if we'll be able to make it back down here. So
Rather you not die on account of us and us come
you
back for you.
can come with us and just try to stay out of the way and stay hidden, but I cannot promise you that we can come back down here for you.
Well, if you won't, I'm sure my family will eventually. I'll just wait here.
What sounds worse? Horrible, stinky, poopy life, or more of these guys but angry and looking for revenge?
They won't suspect that I had anything to do with this, and this sort of thing happens to nobles all the time. Do you think I'm the first one to ever be taken hostage? They're not here for my life, or they would have killed me long ago. My family will pay whatever ransom they're asking for, and I'll be out of here in no time.
What?
Uberheim is gonna walk up really close and say, "You are coming with us."
I don't
Really
think-
menacingly.
Okay.
This
give me-
family is just as rich as yours. They don't care for your money.
Is she being like belligerent, or is she just like being a sweet, like naive?
Sounds like she's being a
Um,
bitch.
It is a mix of both. She is both naive and entitled.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if she stays, it's
You guys would all be able to tell
somewhat
without
safer.
much investigating that her behavior is one that assumes her safety is guaranteed because of station.
Hmm.
I mean, she
Yeah.
could come with us. I'm not guaranteeing that she won't die with us, but she might
Yeah.
not die in the
Our
cell.
odds would be better.
These people are capturing anybody in the streets to
But they're not-
sacrifice
Yeah,
them.
but they're not dying.
Talking to the lady, ma'am.
Oh, round.
Mistress, how long have you been down here?
Just a few days.
Just a few days, she says.
Would I know?
Well-
Would I know what the moon was the night before?
Yeah.
What was the moon? How close was it to a full moon?
It was a crescent moon.
Oh, so she's not being hysterical.
Not even what I meant.
I'll just say, Mistress, if you want to stay here, that's fine. We are all very capable and would be happy to take you out of here. And we would do our best to ensure your safety. If you want to stay here, that's up to you. We can't force you to do something, but we
Can
only
we
have your
get-
best
sorry.
interest at heart and are trying to get to the bottom of this matter. Are you aware of what the Van Thampers are up to with the cultists in the sewers? Body sacrifices.
She just kind of like, what?
I begin describing the variety of things we've seen. People chained up to statues left underneath the sewers, sacrificing of people, abducting people off the streets.
Pools
All
of
the
blood,
cultists, fundamentals.
women covered in blood, women that disappear in shadows, and
A lot of
stab people.
candles.
That's
With-
right. And I'm sorry, Ethan. I breezed over it too quickly. Remind me of these things. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
figured you were doing
Sorry.
that thing where it was whatever, played out through
RP.
whatever.
Give me an
17.
intimidation check with advantage. In fact,
Okay.
because we have everybody now convincing.
17.
17. Very good. Yeah, she just kind of looks at all of you like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? Are you
We are
taking me
going
out
to
of here?
kill them. We are going to leave, and you will get us our money after you tell Captain Zodge.
Yes. Okay. I will do that.
So just to make sure, and I'm talking to everyone, are we taking her with us or leaving her here?
I think
We're
we should
taking
get
her with us.
I think.
Yep.
Because we could just have a letter from her and leave her.
But a letter
I don't
being
think
like,
so.
"Hey, they rescued us," but without her around.
Not a
it's
rescued
really-
us, a more like I guarantee on what's happening down here and come save me.
She's
And
like,
then
I
maybe
don't
Zodge could
have
come save her.
my seal, as I usually would if I were going to make an official document.
I will-
I'll have to sign her.
I will just say I think it's best that we all stay together and we get out together. And I'll turn
All right.
over to Fallister, as you had mentioned the letter and stuff. She actually brings up a good point. We need witnesses that this happened at all. Before you make your way to Candlekeep to see your mage associate, would you meet us to see Captain Zodge at the North Gate?
Sure. Yes, I can do that.
With the only intention of providing information, witness statement of what's happened here.
My only request in that would be that we don't use my name.
Sure. Witness number 1, John Doe.
Not to use Fallister Fisk.
Yeah, that's preferable, you know. I mean,
Sure.
If
I'm
that is
trusting
your
you
real
guys
name.
in a big way here as my rescuers, but
Understood.
can't really, you know, have my name
Understood.
spread around.
No problem. What name should we go by from here on out, just so there's no confusion?
Give me a moment, because he kind of sits there and contemplates for a second as he goes to babynames.com.
Make sure it's one you'll
Balance her
remember.
fist.
Otto, Muster Mask.
Asphyxiation!
Otto what?
Otto Muster Mask. OTTO
Yeah.
Muster Mask.
Otto
Hold on, let me
Muster
write
Mask.
this.
That's right. That is my name. That's incredible that you came up with that.
Muster.
Muster Mask.
Wait. Muster
A
Mask.
monster mash?
Mr. Mustard.
Mr. Mustard. Mr. Mustard in the cell with the okay.
Auto
With the pipe.
on
With the
jerk-off.
candlestick.
And do you does anyone, I pat my the few leather straps I still have around me with some pouches and whatnot in my bags. Does anyone have a dagger, or, and I look down to the devil, does he have any weapons that Otto can use?
He had a glaive, is what you guys found.
Oh god, that's a big boy weapon.
He's possibly a
Can you-
I
big boy.
heard only really cool people use glaives, though.
Does anyone have something more subtle that our friend here might use to guarantee his information?
I
Uh,
really don't.
I
Sadly.
mean, really,
Or
anything.
give him a dagger.
Okay.
I
was
have a
like,
Flaming
dagger.
dagger.
Okay.
I actually
Ugliest
don't have
one.
a dagger.
I don't have pretty much anything. I have
I mean,
my arrows and a sword.
the
It's
one
crusted
should
with blood.
honestly. So it is. Well, good. He just kind of wipes it on a pat leg. This'll suit me just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, this
that's
one seems
nice.
pretty. He just kind of does a little flip with the dagger. And it seems pretty well balanced. I should be able to at least threaten my way out of here if I have to.
Well balanced. Oh wait, let me see if I got another one.
Give me back the one that's well balanced.
I will pass out a ration to both Arena and Otto, and say maybe save this for once we get out.
Much appreciated. And you see Mrs. Theon Hune kind of looking to you expectantly.
You said you
No,
wanted to
lady.
stay. They're treating you well, right? Surely you don't need more food. I laugh and I hand her one.
Very good. Always nice to know my rescuers have a sense of humor.
Okay. Well, I look over to John and I say, John Klobeck,
Sorry.
I think you're up.
What are we doing?
Leaving.
Are we releasing everyone? Because we gotta have Pippi unlock all the doors.
Are we,
We didn't release
release-ing everyone?
Does anybody remember which way we came? from?
The right.
So you would know. It's the hallway to the right, and in fact, Fallister, as he's moving by, says, "Oh, yep, just this way."
Oh, thanks. Obvious answer. Just kidding.
Is that Fallister right there in the red?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's
Someone move my
Arena?
character.
There
She's
she
right
is.
here.
What's up, girl?
Here, I'll give you control here.
Yeah.
Feel free to
Control.
move your girlfriend around.
Girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
He's a girlfriend.
You just wanted to
Yet.
be.
He's a girlfriend. Don't even
There you
lie.
go. You're set.
All right. Let's go, babe.
Did his voice get deeper?
Let's go party.
Yeah, it did.
Very good. Yeah. So, you seem like you've amassed a pretty good troop here. Where are you guys headed?
I'm in the back. I have my shield up, by the way.
I will say for
Bill,
this
you gave it to
portion,
what's-her-face.
as we're moving around, go
Just
ahead.
armor.
Feel free to move yourselves through. Roll 20. It'll make getting through some of these hallways a little bit easier with how twisty-turny they are.
It's not revealing up here. Oh,
Yeah, you just were slow. It wasn't like moving you. No, I mean like you're. Like,
Oh.
it was lagging for you.
you have to you have to stop moving it. It looks like.
Yep.
Maybe.
You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
finish moving.
Okay. Oh my God.
I don't see it yet. Hold on.
We are not gonna check every room.
Oh, are you sure though?
No.
We're not.
We are not.
We can't do this again.
Oh, I
But,
want to so badly though.
Very unnice.
Oh, wait.
Fallister Fisk kind of waves to you guys as you disappear around the other corner and says, "Good luck."
Wait.
Yeah, don't die so we
Bef-
can find you at the safe house.
Before we had separated, I would like to have asked him. So this is the way back up to the cellar.
Yeah, and you would know too. It, like I said, it was well lit down here. You guys were led calmly. It wasn't a heat of battle or anything like that. Here, I'll just move your character around so that you can kind of see.
Okay, that's
This is the area
okay.
or so that you would have come through.
perfect. Okay, that's the
Memorize
information.
that because none of us get to see that.
Yep, I got it.
All right,
it's-
well, there you go.
it's the-
Bonk.
Left. It's easy.
Yeah.
Left.
All right.
Ooh, it's all uncovered now.
Good luck.
Yeah, you get explorer mode. Yeah, and he just kind of vanishes around the corner.
Cool. Arena and I will stay quite back.
And
Um,
here,
oh,
can I
before-
have a volunteer to move Rhea as you guys are also moving through?
Sure.
I can do it. You got Roshi and
I'm about to be back.
or do you want to do it? You can do it. It's fine.
I just pile them up and then move them as a group.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was doing too.
Sounds perfect. Cow.
Before we get
and
Cat.
to- before we get too far, I would say so. Are we looking for this relic for Captain Mantlemourne? Is that our primary concern right now? That's what we're doing. Then we're getting out.
I feel like
so.
that's
Rhea
a
chimes
good
in,
bargaining chip.
If Thavius is also down here, then I should at least find out why.
Thavius. Who says that? Arena?
Rhea Mantlemourne.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as one of the captains of the Hell Riders, it is part of my responsibilities to safeguard. I mean, the leader of the Order of the Companion, even if he is under suspicion.
Mm.
Down for it.
All right. Well, let's
Where
follow.
we land.
Let's go.
Yeah. Do. Yeah, so I would say if you guys want to just kind of slowly make your way through, there may be a couple of points where I stop you, or if you would like to explore, I can describe some areas for you. But as far as the area you're in currently, it just seems like a very long hallway. As I said, this is all tile floors, stone walls, columns holding up an arched ceiling. There are green glass lanterns lighting the whole way, so this is a very well lit area. although everything has that kind of sickly green hue to it with the lanterns having the glass that they do. But as far as you guys can see, there's just a very long hallway ahead of you with just a few offshoots.
Can I want to try and keep an eye out on. Do any of the doors have any labels to them?
So you haven't
Placards?
actually come across any doors yet. Most of what you've
Okay.
passed by seem to be little offshoot waterways, and you can see some of the clear water flowing into these side passages, but they're not even quite wide enough for you to fit through. Even sideways, these are pretty thin.
In that case, let's move up.
Just as a note, both of us are going to be staying back, just letting everyone else lead. I'm going to stay relatively like 15 foot back from everyone else. So
Sure.
it's not that I'm not moving or not paying attention. I just less so you guys can.
And if I may, I need just like a few minutes break. I'll be right back
Cool.
if you don't mind.
Okay. I'm exploring everything while you're gone. Haha.
All right, I'm gonna.
This looks vaulty.
So I sent in the new template. I organized the names in a way that I think makes sense.
Okay, I have just thrown up text for now.
Mhm.
You vomit
So
text?
like for this session, I'm just gonna leave it as is. Actually, that would be pretty. No, I'd have to remove everything.
That's too bad. I'm actually really happy with how it looks.
And I
Like-
don't think Peter doesn't want his name on there. I don't know if Amanda.
really?
I don't think Amanda does either.
You don't want their names either, because we're gonna probably be like, "Hey Peter, hey Amanda," and
Don't dox me, bro.
No, I'm fine with Amanda.
You are okay.
That's fine.
It's okay. Okay. Cool.
I mean, I try to use game names.
yeah, but I'm
yeah.
sure that we'll slip. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we don't need to say
Yeah.
it. It's fine. I don't care either way.
I'm likely to slip myself, so I'm not that concerned.
Yeah.
Best.
Let's see. Yeah, this
But yeah,
recording is like much better, like looking and quality and stuff right now. Like it's gonna
Nice.
look really good.
that's awesome.
I forgot that. Oh God, what was that?
Probably young
Probably
the
had
dog,
a kid.
Oh,
or a child,
What?
an animal of some
Sorry.
description.
Me?
Mammals.
Yes.
amazing.
I just that's so I didn't yell in your ears.
Didn't help.
That's okay. Cut out.
Well, you know.
All right, are we waiting for Mandy to be back, or are we ready to go?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, very good. Yeah,
Kyle
so you
walked
guys.
away for a second. I don't.
Go for out her.
Okay. Wait, no, Kyle, are you okay?
I'm,
Okay, then
I'm
we're good.
alive.
Cool. Okay, yeah, you guys reach this T intersection, and you can see that this hallway seems to have a pretty medium taper downward, and a lot of the water that's running through the center of this area seems to be draining out in this direction. That is to say, the water is coming from both sides of this T intersection and then exiting through this tunnel to the south.
Oh, okay.
And the tunnel seems to have bars or something all along it.
Yeah, you can see even with the lantern not being right up on it that there are some looks like metal bars fairly close together that seem to separate. Well, they bar the way through this direction.
Like a grate.
Nope, not quite like a grate, but they're pretty solid metal bars. They run vertically from floor to ceiling and are maybe like 6 inches apart from each other.
They're not great, but they're pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
The jokes.
Oh
They're
my
6
God.
solid and tight.
So bad.
So
Great.
good.
Oh.
The best.
Thinking.
John, you're up there leading the way too, man.
Does John have night vision? Dark
John
vision?
does
No,
not
but
have
it's
night
lit.
vision.
It's lit.
Are we
Yeah,
heading to? Are
This
we
part
heading?
is lit. Is the bottom part lit with the where the grates are or the
Every
little bars?
little green star you see on the map here is another lantern.
Okay.
So are we
They're,
going
like, super
straight or
dark with
south?
There is bars. I don't think we'll be able to get through that way.
Are the bars? Hold on.
They're great. I mean, they're not great.
They're
Are
not
they
great.
like
They're just
cell
regular.
bars? Like they're blocking our way from going forward, right?
Yes, they're definitely not conventionally passable. You wouldn't be able to just like walk through that area.
And if you're skinny.
Yeah, they're 6 inches apart. So not even if you, I mean, maybe one of the new like fairy characters might be able to slip through there, but none of you guys.
We're not playing with those classes yet because they're not an official source book.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They're not out.
Yeah. I just want to real quick. Oh, I'm connected to 3 people. But I just want to go to the edge and see if I can see with my dark vision, or if it gets me super past these bars to see what maybe is further down there.
See what your elf eyes can see.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll say even with your 90-foot dark vision, you can see a point
Talking about
where the taper kind of ends and continues on, but you're not able to see really anything of note past this immediate 90 feet.
Aside from all the treasure. Just kidding.
There is a dragon horde in there somewhere if you look hard enough.
I'm just wondering why there's bars, that's all.
See, now we have to look at everything.
Yeah, and speaking of dark vision and all of those other things, you guys are all carrying around. I think John still has the light cantrip on his sword. Is that right?
If he ever asked for it, I would do it for him.
Am I misremembering? I thought we had that going.
I don't
but
think
not
we
after
did
we got in the
manor.
villa.
I don't think so.
Got it. Okay. Well, for people who are able to peer into some of the shadows, I guess Roshia and Pippi, as you guys are standing right there, give me a perception check.
Bam! Ooh.
I hope yours was good because mine was not.
24.
24, yeah, you can, and in fact, even with the 10, you can see there is something here. I'll just ping it on the map right here, a little bit off about. Hey,
I
come
didn't
on.
see nothing.
Well, I
I'm
guess.
supposed to be pinging.
Yeah, it's not pinging. Something right.
Are you on the map layer?
here.
There we
you
go. I saw it. What is it?
Yeah, for some reason I can't get my mouse to ping like that. Ping, ping. It's not pinging.
Are you on the right layer?
Yeah, I'm on the object layer. Do I need to be on the
Are
map
you using
layer?
the mouse tool
No,
or
you're
the
Verheim is
drawing
pinging for
Token
us.
object is right.
Yeah, I'm using the select move tool and I'm tapping.
Weird.
Nada.
Odd.
Well, anyway,
Alright.
you guys recognize where it is at this point. Looks like a false wall.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Love it.
Then-
It looks like there's a false wall. Do you want to
You want to push it?
be trapped before we push it?
Does it feel vaulty?
No, when you put your hands on it, it feels like, what you would expect a stone brick, wall to feel like, except that it has a little bit of give.
Might be the door to the vault, and then the vault door.
Maybe. Won't know unless we try.
I meant like psychologically, does it feel vaulty?
You're gonna have to tell me
Roll a D100.
psychologically, only your character knows.
Insight check. Is the wall lined?
Okay.
To yourself. How do I feel?
8.
8, yeah. I
I
mean,
think it feels vaulty.
Feels like a wall.
you think maybe it's hard to read yourself, but you think it might be vaulty.
But maybe
Are there any
maybe
traps? That's all I asked. Are there traps, or
Are you feeling around for them?
ask Klobeck too?
You're gonna make me
Asked you
try?
to.
All right.
Yes.
That's literally what I asked you to do.
I look for traps with
Okay.
a 22.
22, yeah, you're not able to find any strings or mechanisms besides a small flap which seems to be holding the door closed.
Push
I'm
it.
sorry, I can't find any. I'm trying my best.
Push it.
Get the flap.
Push it, Klobeck.
I do.
Okay, yeah, and the door swings very smoothly inward. In fact, it hardly even makes a sound as you push this. It just slides. Seems that whatever hinges are holding this in place are very well oiled.
Is it lit in there or not?
Yeah, as you open the door, you see this room seems to be lit from the opposite side, not directly across, but from around the corner. You're not quite able to see exactly where the light source is coming from, but it seems to be fairly dim. What looks like just a low flickering light.
If I see anything inside, I'm gonna peek my head in.
Yeah, just and are you doing this stealthily, or are you just like?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay,
no.
yeah. Give me a stealth check.
Roshia peeks into the next room and finds Dutchess Van Thamper praying at an altar. She appears to be alone in what Roshia can see. Roshia backs away quietly and tells the group of her discovery, and we begin to plan our next move. Foxamillion suggests to the group that he can cast a spell making it impossible for sound to get out, and that we ambush her in silence. A few of the members do not like this plan, but when no other suggestions arise, Foxamillion begins to cast the spell. Arena keeps an eye to the east, Roshia keeps an eye out to the south, and John, sword and shield, keeps an eye to the west. Pippi and Klobeck keep an eye on the hidden doorway and look over Foxamillion as he's casting. After the spell is ritually cast, Foxamillion lets the group know it's time to go. The group bursts through the door, what should be a cataclysmic cluster of noise, as sword and shield are drawn and footsteps clatter on the ground. But they silently move into the position of a kneeling Dutchess. They get the jump on her, encircling her quickly. Pippi grapples her. Foxamillion pulls out manacles and binds her. Roshia pulls out parchment and ink, attempting to scribble down and reason with her. But the Dutchess doesn't seem to grasp the information or is unwilling. Uverheim, Klobeck, John, Captain Mantlemourne all hold their attacks until she makes some sort of hostile action. And Arena sits back in the hallway, keeping an eye out the way we entered. The Duchess quickly breaks the manacles with her burly strength, and a whirlwind of attacks come from ever which way. The Duchess, bleeding, pushes John out the way as she runs around the group, yelling in vain as the veins bulge on her neck but making no sound. The group swings wildly as she runs away. Uverheim had cast a witch bolt, connecting with her, crackling all over her body. As it ripples and cracks over her muscular form, she falls forward.
Good night, Mammal.
At a door that creaks open to the room ahead. Though silent, a spiny, hunched-over creature lolls his head into the door.